Back to the YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm gonna be teaching you guys trading truth principle and trading truth concept. Okay. I'm gonna be following very simple approach to trading, and you guys gonna uh, really learn a lot into how to correctly interpret market dynamics. Okay. So let's get started. What I'll do at the very beginning is I'm gonna start scratch, okay? So I'm just gonna create new layout. I'm just gonna say trading group concept. I'll minimize this, okay? Um, yeah. So this got loaded, and I'm gonna add this one here, right? So as you can see, this is the information that everybody has. This information, okay? Open, high, low, close, and volume. All right. Now, what what changes is how we interpret this information, and what sort of tools we employ. So I'll just explain it very simply, okay? You see, right now, the Ethereum's price is 2007, it's like almost $2,000, okay? And market is going up, down, up, down. You can see this, green candle, red candle, all this stuff, okay? Um, what we need to do is like first of all um, create see I'll bring it down here, okay. See. So trading tools principle, okay. All right, now what happens is like we need to first um, establish a basis on the market structure, okay. And like all this technical jargon that you'll see is good, but like I'll just tell you guys very simply, what is this about, okay. So if you if you know how to step into staircase and go like that, so suppose this is staircase leading to upside, you would take step by step movement and go to first floor. Then you would take something like that, right? Then you would go to second floor, and then third floor, like that, and the people who is coming from down, they would look like they are coming down like that, like that. And yeah, so it's kind of like that. You see, um, if we take it as like staircase approach, see, it went up, right? Like let's take the bigger one. Went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, right? And we can just name it as um, like that, So first floor, you know, came back, retracement, then it went to the uh, second floor, came back, then it went to the third floor, right? And what did that the retracement was is like, imagine you're going up, right? You would take a rest, you would actually circle around and then go to upside, right? Then you would again circle around, then you would go to the upside, like that. So this is exactly what's happening, Um, yeah, and you can see the similar pattern repeating here, like that. You see, yeah, okay, and this is what people call, Elliott wave and stuff. But this is just basic understanding, guys. All right. There's nothing new in the market. Okay. Now, what I've done is that like I've created an indicator which actually solves all this problem, and it gives you that like the blueprint of the market. Like if the market is a like apartment complex or something, because it also needs like base, you need foundation for the market to uh, sustain, right? And my video is lagging, so I'm just gonna stop the webcam. Okay, yeah, let's continue without that. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna be taking this and I'm gonna add first of all wave. Okay, so that wave that we add is what gives us this structure. Okay, so as soon as I add that, you would see, and like let me actually disable this one. Um, yeah, okay. So now you see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This is what we have drawn, and there's like downside, right? Now, as we have like accomplished that, okay, market is going to the upside. You see, all this after this point in time onwards, what we can do is like we can just look for the market for a pullback and then enter trade. Take long trade and all this stuff. And I'm gonna show it to you guys like soon. What I'll do, I'll just like start here. Okay. Let's just start with this one. All right. The wave completion point there. All right. And what I'll do now, I'll add that market blueprint. That's what I call trading truth concept. Okay. So I'll grab that from here, paste that here. Yeah. Yeah. So see, this is for the upside, right? Now there is some like language of its own, what it's doing, and like what those labels means, like breaking down LPSY and like this SP, all this. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, some people might call it like it's from Wyckoff, and it is from Wyckoff. Okay, it's just like Wyckoff didn't had this like line, strategic line, which is actually mathematically calculated point in time, which actually gives you time um, interval. Uh, yeah. So check this out. Okay. Now, as I hit play, I'll just do 5x 1 hour. You'll see we will get completed. Okay, we got completed there. Now, what was like if I gave you money, like would you take trade? Would you enter long and shoot for like you take profit one, which is 71% by the way, and then take profit two another 95%, then like take profit three, which is like 124% from this point. Okay, but if you calculate that one from this point, that's exactly that's shown there. You see 45.7%. So this actually calculates everything automatically. You don't need to worry about anything. Um, what you do need to learn is this one. So right now, let's just disable these ones. Okay, I want to show you the blueprint of the market. Okay. Um, and yeah, forward lines. Cool. So see, any building you have like foundation layer, okay, and how far deep it has been gone. You see like if you have like first foundation, second foundation, third, like the ground pillars that you want to establish, you know, it's gonna be that strong. Yeah. So for instance, it came down here, it's taking support here, right? Now, if it gains this level, right, it's gonna go to this point, and then this point, and then this point, right? So, what we'll do is like, if it's coming down or if it's going up, then it must be taking some like, ascending trend line or like some sort of line that's guiding the market in that direction. Okay. And that's what I call a staircase. Uh, it's like every building, if you're planning fourth till fourth floor, fifth floor, like you would have those staircase like planned already, right? And that's what like we're gonna be adding here. Okay. So yeah. All right. All right, guys. So like you can see, uh, what I was saying is like if it's coming down, then like there must be some line that's guiding this, right? If it's going up, then there must be some line that's guiding it upside, right? Now, what if what if we figure that out and like we can see it in the chart, right? That's what I'm gonna be doing right now. So I'll come here. You see this one, ascending HDF, ascending one by one structure. So we'll just put it there, you see. So just think of it as like as we have this support layer, right? We're just like taking it like that. Okay. So when the market comes and like it takes support from there, like it's gonna hop on that one, right? And we can extend those parallelly, right? And that's what you see here. You see, market just came down here and then like boom, went up, right? And then it's taking support here and then it's going up, right? So now I'll just extend the lines. Okay, we'll see this, right? And now I'll just like, um, yeah. And what we need to do is like we need to also track the highest high, lowest low as soon as this structure is getting formed, right? Once this structure is getting formed, we need to track high, how high we want to build, you know, and low, how low is this gonna be, right? And then the midpoint of that. Then we're gonna be drawing the same line from those points. So we're gonna be drawing the structure levels, you see, for the downside and upside. So this is how it's actually all comes to. And then like yeah, so this is all we needed for now, and like let me actually um, do that. See like this trade, if you notice, like it was right on point. Yeah. So see, new structure got formed there, right? It reached to that point, resistance, and then the market is coming down. Now, here's one question like, how do we know if that resistance is valid or not? For that, we need to add a trading group index. Okay. And I'll just add it here. Okay. Wait for it. Yeah, there we go. So it's the exact same replica of what I taught you, but that's based on the RSI chart, okay, and RSI candlestick that you can see here. Again, you must have noticed this, the color of different color of the candles, and right now you only see blue, green, and red. But like, see, as I hover over there, you'd see the color there, right? So that's actually telling you the volume of this one. And like, let me actually add the trading flows volume as well. This volume is like, it doesn't make sense to me. So I'll just like add volume, this one. Okay, there we go. So you can see the color of the candle and how much the volume categorization is like. Purple is the biggest volume, and you can see those. Uh, yeah. So let's put this one above. Okay. Um, yeah. All right. What I'll do the same here. And this is on daily time frame. So on daily time frame, there's not much to process with this data. So I'll go to 12-hour time frame. There's still not in the 12 hours. I'll go to 4-hour time frame and you'll see. Yeah. You see all those lines there, right? So here I told you there was resistance, You can see there's this like divergence was making up. So I'm not gonna, confuse it much. So like I'll just remove it for now. Okay, and I'll teach you guys later what that is. Now let's just focus on this one. Um, yeah, I'll just put here um, canvas. Yeah, great. Yeah. Need to overcome the resistance. Didn't trying to. Now I'll just like remove that all along and let the candle draw its color. The true color of its nature. You see why this move was so significant because this volume was so significant here. Okay. Now this structure gets formed. Bigger structure, bigger moves. You see? There. Okay. So let's just for the market to go up, it has to break this resistance. So yeah, you can see a lot of trade setups. Like see, for instance, you see, as this resistance was coming, as soon as it breaks that, you see this big move upside, right? Then market came to the resistance, stopped there, you see, the new structure gets formed. Then we had like tried to break above but couldn't, came back to the structure and then um, it's still coming down here. It's gonna take support around here, which it's already doing. So whenever there's like pullback, then we can take trade. And how do we take a trade? with lower time frame. So if I come here, you can see that's what we are running for, like, looking at the higher time frame. Now I'm going to look at the lower time frame. Well, this is the latest one. So I'll just put a sync in all charts, and then let's just select this one first, and then I'll do date sync. Okay, symbol. Yep, that's the latest one. Hmm. Okay, so now on this one, I'm gonna select perhaps 4 hour time frame. You know, so I'm looking at the higher time frame, and I'm looking at the lower time frame. Um, yeah, I'll set it to 50. Okay. Well, why it's not okay? Ah, the date range. Okay, and that's why I don't do date range. Yeah. So you see, the market on the 4 hour time frame, it actually reached this point, and this up upstairs got hit, and that's why market have to go up. You know, yeah. You can see the same principle from this point onwards. Like, let me actually just play it side by side so that you can understand what I'm trying to teach you. So we even got the long signal there, on lower time frame. So see, on 1 day time frame, it got that much, and then on 4 hour there was pullback here. You see, made new low, and then yeah. So it actually formed new structure. Okay, new structure meaning like new foundation has been laid out. Now all the lines from this point is gonna be valid. So you'll see it has to overcome this resistance in order to go up, and we'll see how it does that. You see, boom. Now it's gonna, like, try to go up. This again, this resistance. So like, even if you take trade, like, you put your stop loss there, but like I wouldn't recommend taking trade there. You know, I only recommend taking trade on the ascending trend line, meaning ascending staircase. Okay, and as soon as the market reaches that point, definitely take some trade. You know, like you'll see here, it could come around on this trend line. Resistance got hit. Red line is resistance, blue line is support, guys. That's it. Take a red pill or blue pill. Yeah. See, it's coming to that support point. That's where, like, our trade entry would hit. All right. as close, right? You see, came there. Now it's gonna give us good upside signal. If we would have given us like good upside candle which closes above, then we would have taken trade, which we'll see um, around that point. Yeah, and we'll also take trade replay. Okay, so wave got closed there. You know, let's wait for the wave to close. So it's gonna activate it around here. All right, I'm gonna position myself here because I see this blue line wave is closing above. I'll take trade 10 Ethereum. I'll put my stop loss below this low or this low. I mean, I'll take stop loss of like that much, and my take profit would be TP1 this much. Okay. Um, yeah. And as the market comes around there, on each line or something, I'll just take some partial profit. Yeah. So check this out. And also add some trade on the pullback as it goes up on this up wave. Okay. So that's what I want to show you. There we go. Looks like it's gonna hit my asset. It missed. And there's another trade that's forming there. Right. New wave formation. So I'll just take uh 5 trades. I'll add onto my trade. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. See big candle upside. I'll take half of, I mean, like 5 Ethereum I'll sell there. Okay, take some profit. Now it's 10 now, right? On the pullback, I'll add it again, okay? So if it pulls back on this trend line, ascending trend line, I'll add to that position. Now it did that, so I'll quickly go and add to that position. See, that's why like it's pinpoint precision, guys. You see, exactly came to that point and then it went up. Okay, so let's see. I'll I'll just run it continually. You'll see what it does. Okay. You see, went up, then came back to this one. Here, when it comes, I'm gonna add to the trade option and just went up from there. I'll just add another five trade by, uh, you see, it's already in the up wave, okay? So like, you know, this is just a pullback on this up wave, all right? That's why I'm taking the trade. You see, overcome the resistance, pullback, then it's going up. It again, you know, it was much lower. So around here, it's gonna be get activated time, and then it's gonna, you know, go up from there. You see, that's exactly what happened. You know, um, yeah. And guys, you can do a lot with this. You know, blue line support, red line resistance. It works like charm, man. Yeah. See, we're still in this up wave. All right. And let's actually do this where, um, yeah. So you can see we are actually looking inside this daily time frame into the 4 hour. Uh, what's going on this wave, and this is what's going on. You see, all these support levels are being drawn automatically. All right. Again, resistance working. There's gonna be big move there if it sustains. That's the only requirement. You know, like here it sustained, so it went up. If it sustained there, it's going much higher. You know. All right, I'm gonna take like five position out. Um, I'll sell five position. And now it's trying to go up. Still, I want to take some profit, man. Yeah. Sold. How much was the profit there? 3,000 something. Yeah, it's good, you know. Um, let me just uh, let me play. And mind you, we're still in this upper, okay? So that's why I'm taking that long trade. Okay. On the pullback, I'm going to take another trade. You see, it's taking support on this resistance line, and from there it's going. So I wouldn't recommend taking that trade, but it is something like break and pullback kind of trade, you know. I'll just take this for example, you know, five buy, cut, and then like send it. This is what happens, that sort of trade, and like, you know, market tries to trick you, and then like, you know, it goes up. to that. So should now here's the question, like, should we take our profit at this point, or like should I extend it till this, that's the decision that we all have to take, you know. And you can see like this here is TP2, but here if you see on the daily time frame, it's just like the midpoint of this, which is basically like, I mean, we are targeting this level, right? So like, why not drag it there? Okay, why not drag it here, right? And you would see right there, right? So that's our profit target level. And at each point, I'm gonna sell, take some profit like out of that 10 contract. And on the pullback, I'll add to that another, okay? So let's check it out. And still enough way, okay? So this is how we can capitalize and, like trade truthfully, basically. Um, so it reached there, it's reaching there, it's on this resistance. So I'll just take profit. I'll just exit out of that 10 position. Okay, sell those 10. Okay, out of that position. On the pullback, I'll take that long trade. And you know what? This time I'm gonna do buy buy limit order. Yeah, and I'll drag over time, like as the market moves. But meanwhile, you can see the profit that we made. You see, $10,000. Yeah, all the trades that you can see. So I'll just hit play and we'll see. See, this was that like break. You remember that break, right? Now on the pullback, I will take long trade, but like I need to see the pullback. The limit order is already there. Man, it traveled much faster there. Wow. Yeah, see there's like big resistance there. TP2 got hit, which I already sold the position for. You know, this is a pullback. People are already taking profit. You see exactly to that point, man. Like check that out here. You know, you see this ascending trend line hitting there, then like exactly from that point coming down. That's why we say like higher time frame takes more precedent over lower time frame. Okay, you see exactly that point here. You know, yeah. And I think it's just gonna hit our target. Yeah, yeah. It already hit our target. You know, so you can see, guys, like yeah, and all the data are gone because the trade is exited, right? Okay. So basically, you can see like all this trade that we took here, you know, there, there, right? It's with strategic um, intuition, okay? And what we were doing is like we were on this up wave, right? We were taking trades on those pullbacks. You see, like I'll do that here. Okay, you see here we take one trade, put our and that was there, right? Put our stop loss below. Here we take another trade. It almost hit our stop loss, but it didn't, exited our order, right? So we added another there on the pullback. This was this candle here. Market went up, then on the pullback again I added some. At first I took some profit there, added some, then I added some, took some profit there, right? Then I added again, and then I took some profit there, you know. Um, Market went up and it actually got us out there, right? Now I'll just like let it run and you observe what's going on, okay? Like the trade should be printing in your mind like where I'm gonna be taking trade and all this stuff, okay? So I'll just let it run and you observe. There was a resistance there. Pull back around here. I'm gonna take trade. The market comes down there. Looks like it's taking support right from here. So we'll see what happens. Uh, Market is not going up. Yeah, it's gonna retrace to that point for sure. Now the new structure gets formed on higher time frame and lower time frame. You can see that like it tried to stop there, but like you know, still trying there. It did make second successful attempt. The first one it failed, second one like it didn't fail, which because like if you had entered it, stop loss would be here. So yeah, resistance coming here, support. This is like resistance becoming support. Yeah, very strong resistance there. Let's see if it tries to break or not. It did break. So I'll just stop my commentary and like just watch and feel the market. Yeah. taking support here. Resistance. One thing for sure, like there's big resistance that it needs to overcome. Yeah, exactly that point. It is trying to overcome there. Yeah, taking support now. Right there. Resistance. Boom. See the game of resistance there. Just wait for the wave to close and observe what the market is trying to tell you. All right, it will all make sense then. You see, taking support there because you see the time got hit right now, like taking support on this staircase. Okay, it's if it's gonna go up, it has to like do a run trade, come to the upstairs, then it goes right. It tries to go up, there was no upstairs, couldn't go up much higher. It found the upstairs. It is trying to go up, but we'll see it needs to overcome this resistance. And then like when this sort of events happen like that, you know, that's actually indicates much higher prices. Okay, like that. So we'll see. See the pullback. There is gonna be one pullback though. No. Yeah. See, it did had this much higher prices on this upstairs, right? This is The resistance got hit to the point, guys, to the point. Okay, and it's taking a resistance from there, right? That's the magic of using this one. Okay, you can see this structure. Traditionally, like people used to draw all these lines uh, with experience. What I've done here is like I've built it. I wrote the code for it, and like it's drawing all the lines automatically. You don't need to worry about that anymore. All right. You see, and I'll also tell you like the so as we have this like upstairs, we also have downstairs. Okay, that will tell you like why this move is like coming down. So for instance, I'll just do this three side. Let's do this. I'll put it there. Um, I'll do like this. Okay. Mm. And then here I'm gonna be putting 4 hour, same time frame, same logic. All right. Um, Select time frame there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what I'll do here, I'm gonna put the upside, the downstairs, and downstairs is just like distribution plots. Okay. So I'll just disable that one, enable the distribution plot. Okay. And then check all these one for this, right? This you already know. Okay. You see, so this is for distribution, resistance there came down, and this is for accumulation. So I'll just hit play and we'll see. See, new structure got formed there for the downside. So like the trades we can actually see here as well, like all these lines. These are mathematically calculated points in time. Okay, you'll just from seeing that you just observe why the market are respecting these lines. For instance, right here, this trend line, why the market when it came down, it had to like there was suddenly some buying occurring. Why is that? And you should ask yourself this question. Okay, and like in the future, like why does the market respect these levels? Okay, see the wave is gonna get closed, completed here. Right. New structure is gonna form. Is already formed. It's just like waiting for the move to start. I think it's gonna start when this time got hits hit. So like let's see what happens. When this trend line, buying energy line gets hit. Okay. There we go. Now we'll see some move. Like, I mean, we still need to wait for the wave to close, but like we are already reached to the ascending staircase. So as soon as the wave closes, definitely take a trade there. Okay. And the wave didn't close, so it's coming to the next staircase, around here, where the midpoint and these both meets, and that's where big trade entry is gonna be there. So we'll take that trade there. Okay. That now okay, closed. I'll take a trade. Very big candle there, right? Um, put my stop loss there, right? And put my take profit here, or I'll just put it to this one, upside one. You see there. I'm looking at the daily time frame, putting it there, and now let it run. Boom. See, that's the power of this trading truth concept, guys. Okay, let's reach there. I'll take one take profit. Okay, I'll take one take profit there. I'll exit five. Um, I'll sell out five Ethereum, take some profit there, right? And then again let it run. See the resistance got hit, the market stopped there, right? Now, as soon as the resistance gets overtaken, we'll take a trade another like on the pullback for sure, like around here. We'll see what happens. This resistance is coming down here. See, that's why we had to sell in there, right? That's why these sort of candles get formed, guys. Like where we see like why after this big move, why the market had to stop. Well, that's the reason. Yeah, you see, like it overcame the resistance. Now it's trying to go up. I'm gonna be taking trade on the trend line, so I'm gonna wait for it for the ascending trend line to get hit. We can take trade here as well. But see, that's why it's very dangerous. Okay. Technically, it hit the resistance there. You see, it had to come down here, and on the pullback, if it comes around here, I'll take a trade. Well, that's a big overcome here on the pullback. Like, let's just take a trade there, you know, and let's start it again. So you guys can see like, both accumulation, distribution, ascending and descending trend line are, you know, working together to have this market experience where like, the emotions of the people are being tested, and this new structure is getting formed. So I'll just exit the trade, or I can just be on the trade, like, let's see what happens, before SL get hits or like what happens there. I think it's gonna go much higher. I'll speed things up. See, support, register, overcoming, pullback, boom. On here, it's gonna take resistance. I can actually drag it to this upside, but still, I'm just gonna let it run. See how it goes. That's where our profit target got hit, and that's a wrap, guys. Like you can see, it's gonna, the same principle we are applying on daily time frame, 4 hour time frame. I can change it to any time frame I want. Like, I can change this to like 1 hour time frame, and it's still gonna work. Okay, that's the beauty of using this system to trade. Okay, check this out. I'll just show it briefly. Um, yeah, see again on the trend line, right? Support on the trend line, right? So yeah, guys, I mean, so far what I've seen, this is the best algorithmic trading system that I've seen, on the internet or like whatever you want to call it. And if you guys like it, learn from it, please like and subscribe the video, subscribe the channel, and share it with your friends. And if you want access to this indicator, I do sell this indicator. Please contact me through my email or like um, through my website and stuff. And let's get and make money together, yo. Yeah, financial freedom. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.